Hello and welcome to this edition of Enterprise Development Seminar. We'll continue with our series of discussions and training sessions on how to build a lucrative career or business in tech without learning to code. Okay, so let's take our opening prayer, then we go into the session. Dear God, I ask for an outpouring of your rain upon the business and career in which I have offered my work as an act of worship to you. By your spirit of wisdom and revelation, fill my mind with divinely inspired thoughts and strategies that will empower me for supernatural productivity and extraordinary success in all that I do. Open the heavens and grant me insights, concepts, and ideas that will place a clear distinction upon my work through the uniqueness of my products and services. In addition to this, Father, I ask for the rain of your favor upon every work I have ever rendered. I ask that this rain of favor will cause the voice of my work to be heard on the streets and in palaces, that men and kings will be drawn unto me, and by this my work generates great surplus. I ask that kings will hear of the excellent spirit your reign has produced in me, and they will open great doors and grant opportunities unto me. Okay, so we started by saying that technology in itself is useless. It's important to remember that. Okay, it is only useful to the extent that you can use it to create real value or to solve problems, to make people's life easier, to help them make money, okay, in their business, to simplify processes. Like you're creating real practical value, you're solving problems with technology. That is when you can now say that technology is useful. So it's not so much about the technology that you have, it is much more about how you can use it, what you can do with it, the results that you can produce, okay? So it's important to keep that in mind. Now, having said that, one of the ways you can get into tech, okay, without actually having to learn anything about coding is through video production. Now, video is becoming more and more popular by the day. YouTube is the second biggest search engine after Google, and there's almost nothing you can't learn on YouTube. Like it's becoming, video is becoming popular. Now, apart from YouTube, which is like the #1 video hosting platform or video sharing platform, you will find that on other social media platforms also, video gains more traction. Okay, video gains more traction on social media platforms in general, and a lot of people even prefer to watch online videos than to watch TV. There are a lot of interesting statistics about videos. If you do your research, you are going to be surprised yourself. Okay, so we had earlier talked about content development, getting into tech through content development, and video production is one of the aspects of content development. Now, how exactly do you get into tech through video production? Whatever you are doing, like we said at first, is to the important thing is to create value and to solve problems. Okay, so there are different ways through which you can get into tech through video production. There are people, for example, that want to grow their business using technology, maybe through digital marketing. They want to advertise online, and all of that. You can create video content for them. You understand? So you are providing the fuel now. Okay, like we said in the episode about content development, and I've just said that video production is part of content development. In the episode about content development, we mentioned that content is like the fuel, okay? It's the fuel that drives a lot of things that you need when working with technology. So you can create video that will serve as fuel, okay, to drive people's marketing campaigns. For example, you can create videos that will be like, you can create reviews, okay, video reviews of products, okay, especially maybe tech products. You can create explainer videos. You can create videos that explain to users, okay, how to use a particular device, and all of that. There are a lot of ways, and you can use videos as a way to use technology to advance what you are doing. For example, you are taking this training now, you are part of this session now. It is through technology, you understand, but what you're actually watching is a video. Do you understand? So you don't have to look at something far-fetched. Start with what is within your reach, and then you can grow from there. There are lots of use cases. I've mentioned some of them already, and they're also free tools to help you get started. Let's look at some of the use cases. Marketing and promotion, we've talked about it. You can also use video for client education and corporate training. There was a project we worked on, and it's actually a website project, but there are different kinds of websites. It's just like saying you worked on a building project. A building can be an office building, it can be a church, it can be a residential apartment, it can be many things. It can be airports. Airport itself is a building, you understand? Okay, so this is it's an advanced website that we worked on, and it's actually a 7-figure project. But there were some people that were like, and what did they do? And all of that, they wanted to prevent us from getting our money. And at that point, it was during this COVID period and all of that, it overlapped into that, and meetings were not so, people were not very open to meetings. But we did a lot of work, and we needed to show what we did. So what I did, then was to do, a client education video, and we're big on client education in the Plenipotent company. That's one of the things that are unique about us. Okay, you can consider it as one of our USP, or in fact, like one of maybe like every other USP actually one way or the other revolve around every other aspect of our USP, one way or the other revolves around client education. When you work with us, at the end of the day, you will know how to do what we have done for you. You will only continue to work with us because you like what we did, or because you don't have the time. But if it is in terms of the know-how, you will have the know-how. If you want to hire other people to do it for you, you know the right kind of questions to ask them. Like you would have learned just by working with us, you will learn a lot. Okay, so we're big on client education. But another aspect of that client education is showing people what you have done, because in business, you need to be able to not only create value, but also communicate value. And education is one of the ways through which you communicate that value. And it's not just in business, in life in general. Even if you are looking for a job, for example, you need to show, okay, how you can create value. Okay, well, I was discussing with someone, the person wants a job, and okay, so what exactly can you do? This person could not really say anything. And so so should I give you a job out of pity? Do you understand? It doesn't work. So you need to learn how to create value and communicate value. And one of the ways to do that, especially if you're in business, is through client education. So I did an explainer video, took them through the details of the platform, showed the different things, and then sent that video to them. Okay, check out this video and all. And then by the time we got our money. Okay, so that's on one. Corporate training also, you want to train people in an organization. It can be in-house training. Okay, then you can be, a facilitator training, other organizations and all of that. There are lots of these online courses. We have our virtual business school, for example. You are going to see it. Most of the courses there, they are video lessons, and that's one of the ways through which we are using technology to help people with training, okay, and then we're creating online courses, and all of that. So the videos are like raw materials, as it were, like major components of that platform. Okay, then you can have webinars on demand. For example, those of you that are joining this live, okay, what you're having is a webinar on demand for those of you that are joining this live, because the video was actually pre-recorded. Okay, it was pre-recorded on Zoom, and recording a video like this on Zoom is easy. For those that may not know, just start your normal Zoom meeting as if you want to have a Zoom meeting. You are starting a Zoom meeting, and then share your screen and record. Present the meeting as if you have an audience. You understand, and then record. So at the end of the day, you have your recording, and this is a nice strategy. It's a good strategy because you get your video, you get your audio. Okay, especially if you are creating an online course, and there are people that maybe they just want to listen while in their car, or while at the gym, or while walking, or while doing other things. So that already gives you audio. You understand, MP3 instead of, or maybe M4A, but it gives you an audio format and a video format. So you don't have to like create video first and then you now convert to audio, or create audio first and now create a video. So once you record with Zoom, you get the two. Okay, so I'm giving you ideas already. Okay, now so that's that. So you can now create your webinar, then you upload it to platforms that allow you to serve webinars on demand, and there are lots of platforms like that. Okay, then you can use it for fun projects, personal projects, a lot of things. Okay, it's going to help you to find a way to show instead of just telling. And that's one of the powerful principles also in business and in life in general. Show, don't tell. You are telling me that you are creative, you are telling me that you are intelligent. The Bible says that every man will proclaim his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find. Okay, so everybody will say nice things about themselves, but you can show instead of just saying I can do this, I can do that. And video production is one of the ways to show. You understand? So I have done this personally. We have done it as a company, and I can tell you it is very, very lucrative. You can create a video, in 15 minutes, literally 15 minutes. You spend 15 minutes to create video, or max, let's even say you spend 1 hour. You can spend, let's even say 1 hour, yes, you create a video because maybe you factor in the time of writing the script and all of that, and in 1 hour you can create a video that will fetch you $200. You understand? A promotional video, if you do it well, promotional video, there is a project we work on, and we create promotional videos that will be heard on TV. So we create different versions, different qualities, the TV quality, the YouTube quality, the one that will be shared on social media. And from one project, you can make as much as $200. At the time of presenting this, $200 is around 120,000 naira. That can change, but as at the time of presenting is around that. Can you imagine, like, that is somebody's monthly salary? In fact, there are people earning 30,000 naira salary, so that is like 4 months salary for some people, and that is one project. Do you understand? So the potentials are really vast. But for me, the biggest advantage is not even in making videos for sale, as it were. It's in other things, a lot of other things that you can do with it. But how did I even get into video production? I was working on a project. I was co-founder of a company, and then we're working on a project, and we needed promotional videos. So we reached out to different vendors, and we're getting quotes like 1 minute promotional video, 1 minute, or like between 60 seconds to 90 seconds, something like that. And they were billing us as much as 400,000 naira. What? That was many years ago now. So the value now should be like nothing less than 700,000 naira. Now, that like 400,000 naira to produce. I said, no, I have to learn this thing. So I went into it, and I found a lot of ways to create videos without stress. Eventually, we didn't work with that organization. We found somebody on Fiverr, that the cost was not so much, okay, but we also, got what we needed. You understand? So I'm just saying that there are a lot of ways that you can use videos, and if you cannot learn anything at all, at least you can start with this. Anybody can create videos. At least I've shown you, okay, you can even create videos using Zoom, like the one you are watching now. Okay, so just start, then be creative. Think, okay, so how can I? It's not about the video, it's about what you're achieving with it. Just like what we said about technology in general, it's not about the technology, it's about what are you achieving with it. So this kind of videos now, what can you do with it? And then start doing it. You understand? If you are a spoken word poet, for example, just for example, you may want to say, "Well, I want people to see me. I want to record videos and all of that." It's fine. Maybe you can get a camera, or you can get a powerful phone, that can record you and all of that. But if you cannot do that yet, you can even use Zoom. You are reciting your poem, and then you have the slides, with beautiful background and all of that. It's a good way it's a practical way to start. You can start with that, upload it on your YouTube. I'm just giving examples. If you're a preacher, you're a pastor, or maybe you're not even a pastor officially, but you know that you have a calling to teach. Okay, for example, I know I have a calling to teach, and I'm eventually going to become a pastor. Before I used to struggle with, but I don't know how to, but I know I will eventually become a pastor. Okay, so now I teach. All of these ones that I'm doing is teaching. You understand? So I'm practicing, whether you like them, I don't care whether people come or they don't come. Eventually they will come anyway, but whether they don't come or they don't come, I'm not looking at that. You understand? I'm looking at the fact that I'm actually improving myself. I'm learning. Do you understand? So I record my videos gradually, then I put it out. If you watch, glory to God, and then you get benefits from it. If you don't watch, I have nothing to lose. I am improving myself. I am practicing. By the time I get on the global stages, and then people say they don't know how many hours, how many years of practice I've gone underground. Do you understand? So I'm just saying that there are a lot of ways you can practice these things. Okay, for me, this is one of the ways. I just know if I have an idea, okay, I teach, I prepare my slides and I teach and I record it and I put it out. There are some that I don't even put out that are just for my personal consumption. There are some that I am working on that is to just be for my son. So that by the time the young man is, he will have like years of wisdom ahead. And people would say, where's this boy coming from? Somebody has loaded something into him. I'm just saying that there are a lot of ways that you can use videos and to create a lot of opportunities for yourself and to also enter into tech. Okay, so let me show you some examples, some interesting examples. Okay, now look at this, for example. This is a cover that I made. I love this song by Gates Baba, Emergency, and that song it speaks to me. So I decided to record it and do a video. This is it. You can check it out on my Twitter timeline. And there's a story to this. Okay, there's a story. Okay, I'm going to share this story. See, he actually quoted it. He replied first, and I believe he listened to it again and said, "Say, oh, this is actually amazing. I like how you illustrated with the relevant scriptures. See the exclamation marks, and all of that." Now, there's something there is a place I'm going. It's not about head, but just look at it now. For example, now, if I'm saying that I'm creative, I don't need to say I'm creative. When you see this, you do understand. And even the person that said this is actually amazing, you understand now. But what I want to point out, when I made this video, my wife was laughing. I've always said that I'm going somewhere and I want you to say it. Now, I've always said that I'm going to release an album. I like to sing, okay? But I'm not a singer. I'm not a professional singer. I'm not a musician or whatever, but I like to sing. I like to worship God with my songs. I enjoy myself also and all. And when I sing inspiring songs, I connect, you understand. Okay, so I've always said I'm going to release an album, and I will, and I'm going to feature some of the some of the most successful artists, and all of that. Okay, but that's by the way. My wife always say that if I release an album, that is only my siblings, that will buy it out of solidarity, that kind of stuff. And I will laugh. She'll say only my siblings and Shalom. Shalom is my son, and I will laugh. But the point is, in this time and age, technology has made things easy. You don't need a producer. You don't need anybody to say you are good. Whether you are good or you are not good, whatever you want to do, you can do. I want to sing. I am singing. Whether you like my song, you don't like my song, it is none of my business. That is your issue. Do you understand? So I record my song, I put it out. Do you understand? And of course, I give credit to whom credit is due. Now, this is not my song, it's Gates Papa's song. And I mentioned him. Do you understand? You get the idea, you get. So you are using people's content in such a way that you are promoting their content, and then you are achieving your own, you are fulfilling your own desired outcome also. You understand? And in this case, the truth is, and I'm being honest about this, I'm not looking for anything. I just want to express myself, and I want to express my gratitude. Like, I know you did a good job, whichever way I can. You understand? There are some people that there isn't even what you can give them. There are some things you can do that will really touch them. If you learn how to make videos, those are some of the things you can begin to do. Let me see. Okay, look at another example. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is another video that I made. Okay, you can find these videos on my YouTube channel, by the way, where you can ask for the specific link on Business Mastery Club. You will see the link to join Business Mastery Club before we finish this presentation, if you are not already there. Okay, now this is another video that I made. I listened to a message, and the message really touched me, and I wanted to share it with other people. But it's not everybody that will listen to a full-length message, but just simple, very simple, 3 keys. And these 3 keys, if you think about them and you meditate, I'm telling you, there is nothing that can stop you from being successful. And I wanted to share this with people, but some people, once they see a message, them, they don't want to listen. So I created a video like this, and just 33 seconds, you can see. This was as far back as September 2019, and I posted it. Then the feedback was even amazing. I wasn't looking for feedback. I just wanted to share stuff, with people. And all. But even Pastor Kojo himself, he quoted and said, "Wow, this is nice. If Pastor Kojo says something is nice, then it must really be nice." So I'm just saying that, just to show you some things. But look at this also. Okay, I've shown you this before. Okay, yes, look at this also. I attended a program, by Reverend Sam, it's on leverage, and it was, really it's one of his online programs, and I learned a lot. I just wanted to share with people. And then I created this and, this video, okay? And he actually even replied and he said, "Thank you." So I'm just saying that there are a lot of ways that you can use. This is one way that I've shown you now. I've also shown you how you can teach, how you can do stuff, how you can create explainer videos, you can, do screencast videos, and you can learn how to do all of these things on Virtual Business School. This is our Virtual Business School. Just go to virtualmethod.com.ng. We have courses there. Even these courses themselves, all of these courses, they are, video based, okay? And if you are trying to sign up for a course that is not free, read the instructions very well. If you have the money, please pay. because it will help us to do more. You understand? And if you don't have all of the money, but you have something you want to pay or donate, let us know. We will take it. But if you don't have the money and you want to take the course, read the instructions well. You will find a coupon code that you can use to take the course for free, to take the course for free. You understand? Okay. So come to this platform, look for the course on video production, and then take it. Okay, this multi-purpose video production course. You will learn how to create videos for various purposes, especially maybe vodcast and a lot of other things. And okay, I think it's even free. But if you come and it's no longer free, read the instructions, you will find out to get it for free. So just watch the tutorials, practice. If you have any questions, ask on Business Mastery Club, okay? And we're going to put you through. Then this is another example. This is also from a message, how to jackpot like a pro. Of course, this is not what it's from a message, but this is not what the message is about. It was a different message, but I found, okay, the title of the message is Don't Look Back. Okay, and I found it so touching and it's so relevant to what is going on right now. Okay, at least as at the time of making this video. And I found that, no, I want to share this with people. And I created a video out of it. It's the MP3 message that I have. And then I made a video out of, I cut, 9 minutes, 15 seconds out of it. I cut a segment of it where, that message is going to rep a lot of people, you see, and I posted it. And my YouTube channel is new. It's not like, of course, it's been for a while, but I've not been using it. I've just started using it. So it's not, and I don't even promote it. I'm not big on it yet. I'm just creating content. Okay. And in time, I'll get started with content promotion. But the point is, I made this, at least 142 people, have benefited from this that would not have maybe even heard it before. Some of them will go on to get the message, I'm just saying there are a lot of ways. It's about what you want to achieve. You understand? Okay. And one thing you should avoid is don't try to do things because you want to get people's attention, or don't try to do things because you want, like all of these examples that I wasn't trying to get anybody's attention. I was just doing my thing. You understand? And I will keep doing it. From time to time, I'm just having fun, I'm expressing myself, okay, you understand? So that kind of stuff, okay? So those are just to show you some examples. And I talked about webinar on demand. This is an example, okay? This platform is actually provided by Life Church, okay, the makers of YouVersion. If you know YouVersion Bible, the people that make YouVersion Bible, they are the ones that also provide this platform. And it's actually for promoting the gospel. We are using our business as a platform to promote the gospel. Okay, so that's why we can use this here. So there are a lot of other platforms that you can also use. You understand? Gospel is good news. In case you don't know, it has the meaning good news. You are giving people good news. What I'm sharing with you is not good news. I'm telling you that you don't need a producer to express yourself. You can express yourself if you want to. I'm telling you that you can. Do you understand? It's good news that I'm sharing, and I'm sharing. It's based on I give insights, from scriptures that you can apply practically in the areas of your life, in business, in career, and all of that. Okay, so this is a platform that, okay, now you can. This could be like a form of private chat, and this can be disabled if you don't want, but you can see this is webinar on demand. This is the next one, okay, and then you can set the time so people can come on the platform and they just look at, okay, whatever time works for them, and then they join at that time and the webinar is presented to them. This is another way. You understand? You can, if you learn all of these things, you can now layer them, and that's one of the ways to really make money in business. You can layer value upon value, you layer value upon value, you create value on different levels, and then you package it into a service. You understand? Okay, so that's it. But if you are doing purely business, it's just purely business. This platform is not, this platform is actually for ministries, for people promoting the gospel and all. But there are a lot of other platforms that you can also use, okay, to host webinar on demand. So the videos would have been created ahead of time, would have loaded it at the back end. But those that are attending, live, those that are joining the live sessions, it will feel like a live session to them because there is live chats, there are other forms of live interactions and all of that. Do you understand? And even Zoom works like that. There's a version of Zoom, this bigger version of Zoom where you have a large audience. The way it works is almost similar, is almost the same, with the way this platform works, because you can't talk. Okay, you can only interact with chat, except when maybe you now raise your hand and the host now allows you to speak. You understand? So I'm just saying that there are a lot of ways that you can use video. okay, to achieve your dreams, to grow your business, to build a career in tech, and all of that. And if you are someone that maybe your own is you want to build a career, you're looking for a job or something, fine, build some skills in some areas, then create videos about those things that you have built skills on, create, video trainings. There are a lot of things you can do. When people just sit down and they say, and they are complaining, it's sad. You understand? If you need help, because sometimes people just need extra help, but you are sure you are ready to work and you just need extra help. Maybe you don't even have a laptop, for example, and you need, because if you need help, feel free to reach out on Business Mastery Club. We're going to see what we can do to support. And sometimes, in fact, most of the time, if not all of the time, it is not what you don't have that is limiting you. So it's just a change in perspective and then recognizing what you have and how to make the most of it. So I usually tell people that it's not lack of resources, it is lack of resourcefulness. So you need to learn how to be resourceful, okay, and then make the most of what you have. Okay, if you need help with that, we can provide valuable insights for you. Feel free to type your comments and questions in the chat if you are joining us live. And if you are watching the recorded version, you can also post a comment, okay, in the chat section. But preferably join us on Business Mastery Club. You can see the link on the screen, connect.tpcl.com.ng/RSVP. You can ask all of your questions there and you also receive further support. Then one of the things we're also starting now is that we're going to provide further training, okay, on the platform, so that if you want to implement, okay, we'll give you the resources you need to implement. I've just shared one of Virtual Business School. Go there, virtualmethod.com.ng, you go there and then you can take the course on video production. Then we'll share some templates also for those that are interested. You can ask, because we need to know that there is a level of interest and all of this. So you can ask on Business Mastery Club, okay, and then we're going to share some other resources with you. You implement, you share what you have done, we provide feedback, and before you know it, we even help you to start making money. You understand? Then the learning journal is also important. Okay, you can use it to capture the things you have learned, your action points, what are you going to do, and all of that. And twice a year, we admit people into a coaching program, very intensive coaching program. You get to participate in a real life project in the company. You see how we run things, you see how we relate with clients, you see the kind of emails we send, because business is more than the technical skills. I know how to make videos, I know how to build websites, I know how to, I'm a fashion designer, and, I'm a software developer, I'm a this, I'm a that. It's more than that. Those are the technical skills, and those technical skills are necessary. But beyond the technical skills, if you are going to build a business, there is a lot that you need to learn. Customer relations, okay, building systems and processes, okay, how do you even encourage your team members, okay, how do you demonstrate personal leadership, all of those things. Nobody will sit you down and say, okay, 1, 2, 3, this, that. No, there's some of those things that can be taught, but a lot of it has to be caught. Okay, so that coaching program provides a context in which people can grow, people can learn and grow, and they can catch the things they need to catch, they can ask questions. Okay, so we, as at the time of recording this, twice a year, the one session is already on, okay, but if you're interested, you can go there, complete the coaching interview, and we're going to get across to you when the next edition is open. And finally, what I told you earlier about the fact that you can create a video in 1 hour and make $200, the tool that we actually use for that is this tool called Story, okay, which is, you can use text to create videos. Okay, very powerful and beautiful videos, promotional videos, and all kinds of various kinds of videos. Okay, if you go through this link, you are going to get a special offer, and you can even sign up for free to see how the platform works. Then once you like it, you can sign up for the paid version. Then for those that are members of our coaching program, they have that access. Okay, if you are not able to, maybe you are not able to invest in it yet, but you need to maybe make a few videos and you have a good case, we'll give you access to our home platform and you can make your videos there. And if you're also interested, if you're a member of Business Mastery Club and maybe you need to make videos, and for example, you can build you can bill a client, maybe you bill the client $200, for example, and then you don't, you're not going to be doing this regularly, so you don't want to be paying monthly. Okay, you can talk to us, we can work something out. Okay, we make the videos for you, you bill your clients, and everybody is happy. You understand? So it's a win-win. Everybody is happy. You make your money, we make our money. Pictory make their money. The clients also get their desired results. Okay, so just telling you that it's about being creative. There is nothing limiting you. It's about thinking, being creative. And when you pray, you meditate, you ask God. God will give you ideas. You know how to go about this. Okay, so that's it for today. Let's continue the discussion on Business Mastery Club. The course to think about, the first one is from Philip Amiola. if you are going to last long in places of influence and affluence, you must learn to manage the gift of access. One key discipline in this regard is to never ask for money except under the right conditions. For example, in exchange for a service of much greater value. Okay, think about that. And when you are saying the service you are offering is of value, you are not the one saying it is of value. The person that's, is the person you're offering it to has to know that you understand. Is that the person that determines if it is valuable? You understand, okay? But there's some context where you can ask if you are given an open check, for example. Somebody says, why not? You understand. But usually when you have access to people, don't say because you understand here. A lot of people make that mistake. Okay, so it's important that we learn. So if you are going to last long in places of influence and affluence, you must learn to manage the gift of access. Okay, one key discipline in this regard is to never ask for money except under the right conditions. Then we have this from Craig Groeschel. You can't always change your circumstances, but you can change your perspective. Pastor Craig Groeschel is he runs a leadership podcast that is very powerful. You can check it out on YouTube, and you can also follow him on Twitter. He's the pastor of Life Church, the church I mentioned earlier, that provides that platform that we use for live trainings, okay, and on-demand webinars. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today. Let's take a closing prayer. I declare with full assurance of faith that I have a rich, satisfying, and overflowing life. By the grace and mercy of God, I have received wisdom and power to build up vast assets that have continued to generate an abundance of wealth in profits, equity, retainers, consulting fees, dividends, interest, royalty, rental income, residual income, rebates, grants, gifts, annuity, capital gains, and other forms of income. My wealth and riches have continued to increase and multiply exceedingly, so much that accounting for them is like counting the stars in the sky and the sand on the seashore. I daily present my business and career as an altar of sacrifice to God. Therefore, He has blessed the work of my hands, causing me to implement insights and ideas that have made me so successful that nations come to my light and cling to the brightness of my rising. I have become very great and extremely distinguished in every way. Amen. Thank you very much once again for joining us. Remember that you can share this with your friends. Okay, feel free to do that. Okay, and join the discussion on Business Mastery Club if you haven't done that already. The link again is connect.apcl.com.ng/RSVP. Thank you again, and bye for now.